What's up, everybody? John Marr with Why We Love Horror, again, with another semi-fresh out of the theater reaction. I'm a few hours removed from seeing Rod Blackhurst's Dolly. You might know the name, you might not know the name. He was one of the co-directors of Night Swim, and it was a short film, and then he executive produced Night Swim, Bryce McGuire's Night Swim. That's the biggest thing I think he's been attached to prior to now. I did a couple of true crime movies. We did one on, he did the Amanda Knox story. He did like a John Wayne Gacy one. But yeah, so he's been around the genre and adjacent for a while. But today we're talking about Dolly. And this was released, I guess, in some festivals last year. Some other people I follow on Letterboxd had covered it. It's getting like middling reviews. But let's jump into it. Toss up spoilers in case I say something. This is your cue to leave if you don't want this movie spoiled. Follows Chase and Macy. They are a couple. Chase has a daughter, and he's dating Macy. And Macy doesn't want to be a mom. You know, she makes it very clear, but she's into Chase, and she could see herself marrying him. And good for her, because Chase is taking her on a day trip to the woods, a scenic overlook, so he could propose to her. Chase played by Sean William Scott. Macy played by Fabienne Therese, who I know from, she's like the main character, one of the main characters in Southbound, so which I like. I kind of like, so it's fine. I recognize her from that. Sean William Scott, everybody knows. And they go up there, and they kind of run afoul, I guess, of Dolly. Dolly played by Max Lindsay, better known to independent professional wrestling fans as Max the Impaler. They're a imposing figure. Glad that they're crossing over into the horror realm because they got a knack for it. I got to give Max credit. They do a great job. But anyway, kind of borrows from that kind of. We covered Island of the Dolls and Island of the Dolls 2 on Versus. I really hope that they weren't borrowing from that movie because those movies are horrible. But it is the same kind of layout. They kind of get to a part of the woods where there's just dolls all over the place. There is kind of like a cold open where Dolly, the Dolly character, has lost a family member or a mother, and very broken up about it. And so they run afoul of this Fisher Price toy having doll collecting large female individual in the woods. And Chase runs afoul of her first, and she doesn't kill him, but she fucks him up royally and leaves him for dead, and then kidnaps Macy to be her new baby. And there's a lot of if the scenes in Barbarian where the mother character is trying to like feed Justin Long and Georgina Campbell upset you, you're going to get more of the same of that. There's diaper changing. There's feeding Macy rancid food and milk. There's a attempted breastfeeding. There's a lot of stuff going on. So if that's your jam, you're going to like Dolly. I feel the movie does borrow a little bit from Barbarian. It borrows a little bit from Ghostland / Incident into Ghostland. And it also has all those elements of just like kind of like creepy treating people like dolls or babies or whatever. But it is shot in a way that it's like paying homage to like Texas Chainsaw Massacre and like those kind of like grimy grindhouse looking movies of the 70s and early 80s. So like I said, there's a lot to like here. The gore effects are pretty good. I think when they are good, they are good. And then it seems there's some scenes where they just kind of forgot to keep the quality up. Like there's a scene where like Macy gets cut badly, and there's blood all over the place. And then in the next scene, it's like they just forgot to apply makeup to her. So that happens. I would say there's times in the movie that there's like really strong kind of performances. Like Ethan Suplee shows up and for like the 10-15 minutes he has the mic, he's just killing it. But then like, you know, it feels like there's times when Macy's character is not like directed to do anything like specific, so she's just yelling fuck you a lot, and that wears out pretty quick. But yeah, I mean, it's just your typical like kind of gory, not the goriest movie you're going to see all year, like kind of freaky, not the freakiest movie you're going to see all year. And the one thing I think that will turn off some people about this movie is like if you stay through the credits, the director kind of chimes in, like just chimes in. And is like, hey, you know what? Hope you enjoyed this. We're giving you another one. It's like, wow, that's presumptuous. And then there's a after credit scene that I guess we'll find out more about in the next film, because like the police are there and like, oh, we found a doll lady in the woods. It's like, okay, who are you? Who are you talking to? Because I don't know what's going on, but I guess we're gonna get a Dolly too. I didn't run through the whole movie, but you can probably figure out how it is. It's really just like it's kind of like downloadable content for like a Resident Evil at some point. Like, you know, she's got to escape the house, and there's this doll lady coming after her, and it just goes on for 80 minutes or so. It's fine. Let's get to the ratings. I think I've made it pretty clear where I stand in this. I didn't have a bad time. It's I would watch another one, but this is like right at the edge of like likability for me. I'm at a 3. I think a lot of people, if you like these kinds of movies, like if you liked any of the movies I mentioned, and you like that kind of like grimy, I'm in the woods, I don't know where I'm supposed to be, and I'm up against like a kind of like mentally disabled hulking brute character, and it's like they're gonna just kick the shit out of me if they get their hands on me, but I'm smarter. Like if you like those kinds of movies, and there's a lot of them, watch this. Be a completionist. Yeah, it's out in theaters right now. I think it's getting its full wide release this weekend, this Friday. So check it out if that sounds good to you. Until next time, I am John Maher. But if you made it this far in the video, like, comment, subscribe, and share. Go to the Facebook group at Why We Live Horror. Check out our Letterboxd challenge here. Pause. Check the QR code. And that's that. Here's what else is on the channel.